I have a message for this man, it's that the fabric of heaven is us, human. This place wasn't created with, heaven or hell. This whole entire universe, this realm, it didn't have that type of existence until us humans came along. Us humans created heaven and hell. We are the authors of that. So, for that reason, that's why, like they say, the Holy Spirit, that's the reason why it exists, because there's so many people that have believed that there is a good place that we are all going to go. It exists because of that. A lot of people have died and made that existence be just the same as hell. Hell exists the same way. And what I think might be happening is that we're all in spiritual warfare, and the better evil can blind somebody their entire life and make it comfortable, they'll do that. They'll make their entire life to a point where they don't ever have to call upon any God. They don't have to cry out upon asking for mercy from some sort of great mystery, because that's what I like to call it, the great mystery. So if there's anything that your friend, if there were some words to relate to him, is that both places exist. I was escorted by demons into one, and this last time I saw what the fabric of heaven is, what they call heaven, what a lot of people like to call heaven, or what the Lakota call, the Milky Way, or we go back to being part of the star Oyate, the Star Nation. And so, to me, I think what would do better than words is if he heard one of our Sundance songs. I would love for him to hear one of our Sundance songs. Just there's no preaching behind it. Our songs are beautiful in the aspect that, all of our ancestors, our great ancestors, were slaughtered by the hundreds of millions. And we have all this bad stuff that happened to us, and that's still happening to us today, but we still produce beautiful songs. And all the people here, despite of all this stuff that's going on, being in states of emergency, and we have a drug crisis, we have a murder crisis, we have a gun crisis. It's crazy. But everyone who comes to visit here always says the one thing they really like about this place is we're always trying to help each other. We're always trying to look out for each other. Always welcoming. Meaning everybody here believes, for the most part, they believe Tunkashla, the great grandfather, the creator, the great mystery. And if we're suffering like this bad, where all this is happening to us, our people are going missing, our women are going missing, it's the violence and destruction that we're facing, and what we're going to be facing is persecution. And for us to still be spiritual people, that comes from somewhere. So to me, I'd still like to believe like there's a great deal of us, and you don't have to be Lakota. There's a great deal of us who still believe that there's a connecting piece that you can't see, for you can't see it. You can't see this connection between you and the great mystery. Something has to happen to that point. And for a lot of people, they never get to experience that. It seems like there's seldom few people who are awake, and it's always because something happened, some deep trauma that took place, or ongoing trauma. And some people, they're born with abilities and gifts, and you see that here with the Lakota. You get to see people here who have gifts. They can tell you things, and there's a connection to something greater than ourselves. The Creator, the Mohan Tanka, the great mystery. I call it the great mystery because I don't see it as a god or as an entity, but you have to use word to describe this thing. When people often use God, especially Christians, it just feels fake and generic because they try to confine it to a human type of presence, a human looking figure. And it's just not the case. When you have some sort of touch with the great mystery, it's far beyond being human. Everything's connected. so to speak. It's the great mystery. It's just the way it works. There's balance to it. So when people say God, I don't buy into that. So what I'd prefer, if you could, listen to some of our Sundance song.